More than 4 centuries ago, a legendary samurai uncovered a powerful truth about how to create a life that cannot be shaken by circumstances. And surprisingly, he didn't rely on modern tools like self-help books, therapy sessions, or motivational coaching. Instead, he followed principles that are just as relevant today as they were back then. The samurai's name was Miyamoto Musashi. He fought 61 duels throughout his life and won every single one. 61 battles, 61 victories. But here's the part that rarely gets discussed. His true strength didn't come from his sword. He didn't possess a mystical weapon or some secret forged steel. The real source of his power was far deeper. It came from a philosophy he documented in what he called Chinomaki, also known as the Book of Earth. While most people focus on his fighting style, his lethal techniques, or his battlefield tactics, they overlook the deeper system he left behind. A blueprint for building a mental foundation so strong that nothing in life can truly destabilize you. Think about this for a moment. Why do so many people today feel anxious all the time? Why does it seem like they're constantly struggling to stay grounded, as if they're walking on unstable ground? Why does even a small problem spiral into something overwhelming? The answer is simple. They never learned how to build a stable inner foundation. And this isn't just motivational talk or surface-level advice. These are principles that were tested in life or death situations by warriors who depended on them to survive. The samurai didn't know the scientific terminology behind what they practiced, but they lived these methods daily, and the results were undeniable. Before we dive deeper into this ancient system, there's something important you need to understand about how the human mind works. Have you ever noticed how certain people remain calm no matter what's happening around them? While others panic over everyday challenges, these individuals stay composed, focused, and grounded. At first glance, it might seem like they simply don't care, but that's not true at all. In reality, they care deeply. The difference is that they've developed mental structures that allow them to remain steady even in chaos. So the secret isn't indifference. The secret is structure. Musashi realized something profound. The human mind functions much like a building. You can't construct a skyscraper without a solid foundation. In the same way, you can't build an exceptional life without strong internal grounding. In the Book of Earth, the first part of his famous Book of 5 Rings, he explains that people fail in life for the same reasons warriors fall in battle: weak foundations, unstable thinking, and a lack of understanding of basic principles. But here's where it becomes even more fascinating. Musashi wasn't just a fighter. He was a deep observer of human behavior. He understood something that modern neuroscience has only recently begun to confirm. The brain needs stable internal reference points in order to function effectively. Without those anchors, any external disturbance feels overwhelming. A negative comment can ruin your day. Criticism at work can paralyze you. The end of a relationship can leave you lost for months. But when your inner foundation is solid, you become incredibly resilient. This leads us to the first key principle Musashi taught: the idea of Earth as the base of everything. He chose Earth deliberately. Earth represents stability, reliability, and strength. It doesn't fluctuate emotionally, it doesn't have good days and bad days. It simply remains steady. Musashi believed that to live a powerful life, you must develop these same grounded qualities within yourself. But don't misunderstand. This isn't about becoming rigid or stubborn. It's about cultivating a quiet strength that keeps you centered no matter what happens. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine two people lose their jobs. The first person panics. They feel overwhelmed, lose sleep, constantly seek reassurance from others, and become stuck in anxiety. The second person pauses, takes a breath, evaluates the situation, and begins creating a plan. What separates them? The first person built their identity on unstable things, external validation, job status, and security that can disappear overnight. When those collapse, so do they. The second person built their identity on internal principles, self-awareness, confidence in their abilities, and personal values. So, when external circumstances change, they remain steady. Musashi identified 4 essential pillars that create this kind of inner stability. Master these, and you become nearly unstoppable in the face of adversity. The first pillar is the path of personal mastery. For Musashi, the sword wasn't just a weapon, it was an extension of who he was. He approached life with what we now call a growth mindset, long before the concept existed in psychology. The key idea is simple. Your abilities are not fixed. They can be developed. When you shift from thinking, "I'm not good at this," to "I'm not good at this yet," everything changes. Challenges become opportunities. Failures become feedback. Over time, this creates a deep confidence. Not arrogance, but a quiet certainty built on real progress. The second pillar is what Musashi called the two-sword school, or Niten Ichi Ryu. At first glance, it was a combat technique using 2 swords at once. But the deeper meaning was philosophical. Life requires you to handle opposing forces simultaneously. You must be both logical and emotional, strong yet adaptable, confident but open-minded. Most people struggle because they think they must choose one side. Musashi understood that true mastery comes from integration. Think about the most impressive individuals you've met. They are confident yet humble, decisive yet thoughtful, focused yet flexible. They are not divided internally. They operate as a unified system. The third pillar is mastery of rhythm, or hyoshi. Musashi observed that everything has rhythm: breathing, speech, relationships, even business. And whoever controls the rhythm controls the outcome. In combat, he would impose his timing on opponents, disrupting theirs and creating opportunities to win. In everyday life, mastering your internal rhythm allows you to stay consistent regardless of external chaos. You don't rush out of panic or slow down out of fear. You move with deliberate control. People who understand this maintain clarity under pressure. They make better decisions. They stay calm when others lose control. Even more powerful, when you master your own rhythm, you can influence others. You can calm tense situations, guide conversations, and create alignment. Now, before we move to the final pillar, consider how modern science supports these ideas. Researchers studying resilience have found that the brain functions like a navigation system. Without stable reference points, it becomes overwhelmed. With them, it can handle uncertainty much more effectively. Studies on high performers show that success isn't about talent or luck. It's about maintaining internal standards regardless of circumstances. And trauma research reveals that people recover faster when their identity is not dependent on external events. In other words, science is now confirming what Musashi understood centuries ago. The fourth pillar is the foundation of all others. Musashi organized his teachings into 5 elements: earth, water, fire, wind, and void. But he emphasized that without mastering earth, the foundation, the rest becomes ineffective or even harmful. You can learn advanced skills in business, relationships, or communication. But without internal stability, those skills can backfire. True growth follows a structure. Skip the foundation and everything collapses. But build it properly and everything else becomes stronger. So, how do you actually apply this? Musashi developed a practical system with 3 phases. The first phase is self-awareness. You must understand yourself as deeply as a warrior understands their weapon. This includes observing your reactions, identifying your strengths, and recognizing where your confidence depends on external factors. The second phase is creating internal anchors. Define your core values. Build daily habits that reconnect you with your center. Practice balancing opposing traits within yourself. The third phase is testing your stability in real situations. Gradually expose yourself to challenges. Reflect on how you respond. Strengthen weak areas. Over time, this process transforms your foundation. What's remarkable is that Musashi applied these principles not just in combat, but in every area of life: art, relationships, strategy, and philosophy. The same mindset that made him undefeated also made him a respected artist and thinker. This shows something powerful. When you change your foundation, you don't just improve one area, you elevate your entire life. So ask yourself honestly, how often have you built something meaningful only to watch it fall apart under pressure? How often have you felt uncertain, as if you lacked direction or stability? Musashi offers a different path, a way to become steady in the middle of chaos, to see opportunity where others see problems, to remain calm when others panic. This isn't about becoming invincible, it's about becoming unshakable. And those 2 ideas are very different. The goal isn't to avoid storms, it's to build a foundation strong enough to stand firm within them. Musashi discovered this truth centuries ago. The question now is simple. How long will you wait before you start building your own foundation?